What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. In today's video, we're going to be doing a review over the Nike Zoom Tempo Next Percents after 500 miles.
Stay down with the game.
I got no time for the drama, but they won't talk on my name now. Enemies wanna be friends with me. Nah, there ain't no way now. Boy, you should've just stayed down. Nah, there ain't no way now. I just be in my own lane now.
So yeah, you guys heard me correctly. These shoes have over 500 miles in them. I'm not actually sure the exact amount, but I have over 400 miles in them running, and then I wear them all the time, so I added an extra 100 miles with the walking. So yeah, these shoes are definitely super beat. I'll give you guys a 360 view of these shoes. The air pockets actually still have some air, which is actually pretty surprising. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on these shoes after 500 miles. This is probably my last time ever wearing these shoes, so I thought I'd do a video just for fun. Right now, I'm not planning on ever getting another pair of these shoes again. They were very good shoes, but they were pretty expensive, so I'm not sure if I will, but this will be my last time for a very long time wearing these shoes. Now this is actually my last training shoe that I had before the shoes I have right now, which are the Mach Hoka 4s. But yeah, these shoes were really good, and I'm just gonna tell you guys right now that these shoes were great for me. Now that doesn't mean they're gonna be great for you, but I do want to tell you guys some of the things I had problems with, and then some of the things you should think about before getting shoes like this. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is the price. When these things came out, they were pretty expensive for a training shoe. They are $200, which is a lot more than Nike's training shoes have been in the past, normally at like $120. Now today I believe you can get them for under $150 if I'm not mistaken. You probably could find some on eBay. If you have a pretty good size, you can find some for about $100 to $120, depending on your size obviously. But yeah, these shoes were $200 brand new, and that might seem like a lot to you, it might not seem like a lot to you, but $200 is a lot for me, and especially when you're only getting 400 or 500 running miles out of them, it's not worth it. You know, I've had some shoes that only cost $120 to get me the same amount as these shoes. Now I probably could run a little bit more in these shoes, but I really don't want to risk anything and injure myself. But yeah, as you can see, the bottom is pretty much covered with rubber right here and also right here. It's actually pretty worn out, as you guys can probably see. Even the front stuff is coming off, but the reason that there's rubber on the bottom of these is because it makes shoes last a lot longer, especially the tread on shoes, and that's one of the things about this shoe that was actually pretty good. The tread on this shoe did a very good job for the first 350 miles, and then after that it went to garbage. But yeah, a lot of the newer shoes, like even Hoka's, they don't have any rubber on the bottom of their shoes, so after about 50 miles in a pair of Hoka's, they kind of look like the same thing. Now each of these shoes both come with two zoom pockets, as you guys can see, one right here, then we flip it over, and one right here. Now these are kind of annoying, especially when you get this shoe. They're one of the more loud shoes, if you guys can imagine. All my friends were telling me how loud these shoes are. I pretty much got used to the sound of the air pockets, and I listen to music now on my run, so it really doesn't bother me at all. But yeah, that was one of the more annoying things when you were running with some of your friends, that it would be super loud. So now I pretty much want to talk about some of the design factors about this shoe. As you can see on the inside of the shoe, right by the heel, there's a little heel cup. Now the first time this shoe, or the heel cup, actually came out with Nike shoes, I think was like the Next Percent ones or something like that. But yeah, the first time I wore those shoes, it actually gave me a huge blister on the back of my foot, so I've always been really sketchy when I see things like this, but these are actually very comfortable, and they do a good job of keeping your heel secured. And that's another thing about the heels of this shoe. My heel has never hurt when I wore this shoe. The back kind of goes up pretty far, so it does give your Achilles a pretty good support. The material is very comfortable. It's super easy to put on, and the shoes fit right around my foot. I am a high arch runner, and I have a very high arch obviously, but this shoe did a very good job. And I don't know if you guys can see, hopefully, but there are a lot of little holes on these shoes, and that's for the breathability of these shoes. My foot never got hot when I wore these shoes, which is a definite plus, because there are a lot of shoes out there that will make your feet super warm if you run in them. So I just looked up this on my phone right now. It's the specs of the Nike Zoom Tempo Next Percents, and basically it's another guy reviewing the shoe, which actually could be pretty good, because you guys want to get information from everybody. You don't want to just listen to me. If you're thinking about getting a shoe, you probably want to watch a couple different videos about it. But basically the pros that this guy says are they're comfortable upper with no heel slippage, explosive responsive forefoot, durable outsole and midsole foams, and then somewhat similar to the Alpha Flies, which is a definite agree. And then his cons are high price for the daily training, which I agree with. Ride feels harsh on easy pace runs. I actually agree with that too. And a clunky ride, especially at slower paces. So yeah, I would definitely say this shoe is a little bit of a faster shoe. Now there's no carbon fiber plate, but the way the shoe is built, it's kind of built like a spring, as you guys can see, along with the two air pockets at the front. Definitely gives you a super responsive push to these shoes, making you feel like you have to go fast if you put these shoes on. And that was the thing with the Alpha Flies. I actually wore the Alpha Flies whenever, I know it sounds dumb, but if I went on an easy run or went on like a cool down in those shoes, it would always hurt my feet. I never should have been doing a cool down or warm up in those shoes, but I did. And then a little bit more about the shoe info, the specs, I guess. Obviously the brand is Nike, the cushioning is Zoom X. The model is the Air Zoom Tempo Next Percent. They weigh 8.9 ounces and they have a 10mm heel drop, which is not that important. And a lot of people are also saying these shoes feel just like the Zoom Fly 3s, the Alpha Flies, and then the Vapor Flies. So all in all, I think the Nike Zoom Tempo Next Percents are a great shoe. Now, I can't tell you if you should get them or should not get them. You know, I did only get them because one of the YouTubers that I actually watched, Chase Easterling, did recommend that these were a good shoe. So that's one of the main reasons that I got this shoe. But yeah, I would actually say that you should probably go to your local running shoe, try them on. If they feel decent, you might be able to do a treadmill run in the actual store. But if they feel decent, you can take them home and try not to get them dirty, but you should have about 30 to 60 days to take them back if they don't feel good. And like I said, don't get them dirty, because if you take them back super dirty and super beat up and obviously worn, you know, they're not going to give you another pair of shoes. You're giving your money back. They're going to make you keep those shoes. But yeah, that's going to be my review over the Nike Zoom Tempo Next Percents. I really do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give it a like and subscribe and check out some of my other videos. I will see you guys next time. Stay safe and stay blessed. Peace.